I'm going to show you how to do alt codes and other stuff in coding. So first we take our heading and we can do this, which is the paragraph. Now we're going to do alt code, alt plus 10. Wait, 1, and then 1, and then we do alt code 1, 2 for female. So now when we save this, we get this. I press F5, which is refresh. See? Because that's the male sign, that's the female sign. Another thing about it, we can also do this. Because the thing about these, it automatically separates. See? Because those are paragraphs. You can also do this, which this is break, which is a third one other than comments that you can easily add more stuff to, like. Because see, it just breaks it, but you know. Because it makes a little a breakage in the line. Without necessary. Because see, the difference is that this has a big fat space right here, and this is all together. Div again stands for division. Now here's how you write a comment, which does not show up in the. This does not show up in. Well, in the page at all. See? And that's because this is often what is used to clarify what is what. Now watch this. it floats to the right and also makes it red. Now let's see. Now people use a semicolon right here because a lot of time because otherwise they make the code incomplete because otherwise it causes this just try making that as another. See, that's what causes this to go into a different attribute. Reason why you got to make sure it's complete. Because at the end, you really don't need it as much because you're already doing a different code. But if there's any times you need to do like a more advanced code, you need to make sure that you are putting the ending on everything because that's because that a lot of attacking viruses will try to delete codes like that from doing that. And plus, when you complete the code, like you can easily transfer it. Now, see, you got right, left, and middle. You know, well, you have right and left, but first, let me make sure I actually save it. See, that wasn't right. You actually had to type in the correct word, which still not. Now, this is a property which you can use different ways. Like, you can also do none, initial, like left, right, and I have like other stuff. Because this is another value you can put onto the float property, but let's just do it right. And it's also, it works into your span and stuff. Because you got your attributes and your properties of that. Let's see. How about we do a little extra and show you how to make a custom scroll bar. Now this is going to be in CSS, which is style. This was what you put in there, and you'll notice the difference as soon as I use this. Once you see this, because you notice that this actually shows a comment within like CSS and other things, because there's different, because pretty much almost a lot of them have different ways to comment. Let's see. And this is a little custom tag sometimes. Now, these are you going to be using what's technically called braces, but a lot of people just call them curly brackets or squiggly brackets. Make sure you end your code, because now all you need to do is put this in there. You can just leave it off. But if you got too much code floating in there, it's going to be really weird. See, it would be floating there soon. And then we track it. Use a track for the web. Let's see. Do that. Use another WebKit. For our scroll bar. And it's like that. Now this is going to be technically a property of your scroll bar specifically. What you can do, box dash shadow, and put a colon, inset 0.05 pixels, gray. And yes, technically you can also spell this as AY or EY, but it's that's one of the ones that are very weird. But once you're like me, you just get used to the British coding. Even though I'm an American. And that's the border radius, which if you don't know what a radius is, it's when you take a circle and go around here. A diameter is the full thing. The radius is it's just pretty much what goes around. Well, diameter is pretty much back and forth. And then we're gonna make another comment in about the handle. So it's gonna be some. And we're gonna make the background. What color do you think we should make the background? Let's see. What do you think about red? Well, it's not gonna work if I don't spell it right. Now it's gonna be red. And again, border dash radius on this. It's gonna be 10 px. Now so you can see a bunch of jargon. Let's see. Let's see if that's enough eyes. And just gonna make it quicker so I can show you what Scrollbar looks like. See, there's the custom color to the scroll bar. Now we're gonna add something to it to make it where it changes color when you hover over it. See, currently it's doing nothing. See how this makes a slightly different color when you hover over it? See, it turns to like a lighter gray. Gray if you're American, Grey if you're British. Now we're going to put this off and that, and then put the make a note for handle on hover. So we know specifically that this code is for the hover code and not just for just random handle. Or you could just leave out the comments and just let, if you just want to show your, if you want to show your nephew, just let him look at it and be like, what the heck does all this do? Now see how I did a colon right here. That's because this is the same as this, but instead of just being that, I'm putting it specifically to be for when it's on hover property. And we're going to do the background with a hex code of mistake B3000. Got all those zeros? See, it makes it a little darker red now. Or you could just do this. To troll someone. Now, if you don't know what a hex code is, you can just look it up by typing in that. And go into color hex or HTML, right? See, these are a bunch of different colors. Like some of these are like tulip pink, some of them are like grass green, navy blue, light blue, ocean blue, mint, salmon red, and then salmon pink too. Maroon. And I do not feel like naming any yellows right now. Especially after I heard about pale yellow. Now the good thing about it is HTML, you can also program games using HTML5 or even XML. And see, this is code, even though the head programs what goes within the code, see? Because if I just put it in the body, it's going to look a little weird. And then we already talked about alt codes, hex codes, and then there's also what's called a like those little U codes that you can also find on different command things. Which use weird type of code. Well, pretty much that's pretty much all. Yeah, because honestly, actually, it's called Unicode. But some people might call it U, because some people do call it U code because that's often what you see what's displayed on there. Now, if you want me to, I can list off a bunch of alt codes and show you how to put them on here, or you can actually just type in alt code list. See, that's 190 and all this other stuff. It's actually how some people get Minecraft instead of like just type all these. And also there's ampersand code. which is also for, if you don't know like if you didn't know about alt codes, you can also use ampersand codes, which is which from ASCII. Because the one thing about, because when it comes to writing ampersand, let's see. Because I remember on some of them that it was very weird. Let me first. So, let's see. Because sometimes I do break. Which honestly, you could tell the difference because of that, you know? But I can also show you how to make a little list. This is a UL, which honestly, stands for unordered list. Now, I need to charge this up for a little. The thing is, some of these codes don't even really do anything while you're on there. Because you actually gotta specify what it is. See? And then you can also do ordered list, which is OL, which you also because ordered list is like kind of like a Because unordered is like grocery list and stuff, but order list is like this. One and that. Because that's how ordered list. Because one, you need to get out of bed. Two, brush your teeth. And then after that, it's going to be very controversial. Because if I had when to put your morning clothes on, or not, or when to eat, some people are gonna say, oh, I eat my food before I brush my teeth, and some are gonna say I brush my teeth before I eat my food. And then some people say I brush my teeth and eat my food and brush my teeth. And that's gonna be funny. But since you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and tell about it. Now these you can also do like styles and stuff. I don't know if I used the right thing, because you gotta make sure you use an equal sign. Let's see, color, colon, pink. Yeah. And then, sorry for the big brightness, but I will show you how to do a background of black or blue or anything soon. And by the way, these will also list. These actually do list different colors, because these will stay in red since you are declaring that they need to be red. Red. And by the way, you can put multiple meta tags up here, and technically you can put them anywhere here. Because what happens is it reads first. Whatever you say is, some of these things is like, it's based on what you see is most important, kind of like on that colon list. Because it reads up and down. Now, often, if you look into code, you can press this and see a /footer tag, which has the copyright symbol and stuff, and a trademark symbol declaring whether or not it has been basically all it's doing is just telling you when they got a patent or done something with it that tells you that finally copyrighted. Because often you see it all down the bottom. But that's all for now. Goodbye.